What's up, creators? Welcome back to another episode of the
Creator
Show. And I'm very excited for another episode of these weekly podcast shows. Very quickly, on the right, we have Master Sri Akarshana joining us here today.
Namaste to all. Namaste.
Oh, wow. Next, we've got Miss Kaina Official back on set again.
You keep making me official.
Official. I just see your Instagram name. It's Miss Kaina Official, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's okay. I can be official.
It's the official Miss Kaina on set. And of course, we have got Heidi Wang. I'm very excited, Heidi, to have you on set. You're very welcome.
Heidi, it's nice to have you back.
Hi, everyone.
How is your arm, by the way?
A lot better now. Thank you for asking.
I know, Heidi, you were practicing yoga with a broken arm.
I think
Yeah.
Heidi was
And
doing.
you didn't know it was broken.
I didn't know.
So what actually happened?
I tried to break that wooden board,
Right.
and I didn't have to. Everybody knows that, and I see some people did that very easily, and I don't know, something just come out of my mind. I said,
And
maybe
you
I should try that.
needed to prove the point. I can do
Yeah,
that
I
too.
could do that too. I didn't
When
have
you went
any
for the
doubt.
board
I was
break, you go in for the board break and you break your arm.
At least you broke something.
I feel really 110%. I didn't even testing.
and then you were actually practicing yoga for many weeks.
Yeah, try to
And
reach
swimming
my
and
arm,
doing
And
reach
swimming
my
and
arm.
everything, because she
Yeah.
was just saying, I don't know what it is, my hand just hurts. But there's a broken bone inside.
But the funny thing is, it wasn't just yoga she was practicing, because we flew from India straight on to Bali. So we had Mike Chang there. Mike Chang like doing
throwing the arm around.
throwing the arm around. Heidi was in this pool every day swimming. And
Yeah.
That is dedication, huh?
But
Yeah.
it was whenever we were in India, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but this girl, she was one of the Taiwanese mentees, and Heidi's arm was starting to like get really bruised and swelled up, and I was sitting there going, maybe she should go and check the arm out. This girl just come over
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Stop pulling
I see
it.
grabbed Heidi's arm, like giving her like a Chinese burn.
Heidi, maybe,
He was like,
maybe that's what broke it. Maybe it was okay before.
I know.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that you then came back home. After coming back, everyone was like, "Oh, Heidi, it'll be fine. Keep practicing yoga. That's how you fix it."
Don't think about
Then
it.
next thing, this Facebook post goes up and it's Heidi's arm like this. I was like, "Oh shit, okay, maybe we can pop the photo up there, the one that was actually we saw on Facebook." But Heidi, I actually wanted to ask you a question, because I saw before you come back, you've been gone for what, a couple of weeks, couple of months.
But let me ask
Come
first.
to
I
me.
got a question.
Okay, go.
You hold. Are you
Okay.
able to hold?
Okay, I'll not
Remember.
forget. Okay,
Yeah?
I got
Do you
it.
need to write it down?
No, it's okay. Just be fast, yeah.
Did it hurt more when you realized it was broken?
No, that time I wasn't feel hurt, but I'm glad I didn't know about it, because otherwise I wouldn't enjoy the swimming pool, enjoy the beach.
But that's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
But do you guys ever feel that when you don't know?
It's
that
better.
I had that once. We're playing basketball, fell
Yeah.
over, and then my knee was hurting.
Mm.
I was like, okay, keep playing. It's okay. Knee's hurting. Yeah, it's normal. You fall over, it's hurting.
Yeah.
Then after basketball, I lifted the thing, lifted the trouser up, and then I seen like the whole thing was like open. Then it really hurt.
Yeah,
Then I couldn't play basketball or anything. But it's so weird, isn't it? How
Before it was
when
fine.
you
Well-
see, when you know what's happening, it's just like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
That's
it
what
really
happened to
hurts.
me whenever we was in California as well. Like, you remember whenever I got the sunburn on my... Remember? Do you remember I got the sunburn? Yeah, we'll pop a photo up.
People
there.
were
This
thinking
guy's
you
just
were-
known for sunburn.
People
So
were
I got
thinking
the,
you
I
were
got
wearing
the
face
sunburn, but
socks.
then it was really, really bad, and I wasn't focusing on it or whatever. And then it was day 3 of Superpower Live event, and my tracksuit bottoms had came up a bit, and I was wearing ankle socks, like not like these. And then I was dancing away like this, and somebody just went, "Oh my god, what is that on your ankle?" And I looked down, and it was this blister. It was literally
Like a
this
balloon.
size. It was huge. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Sometimes no news
The
is
power
good
of the
news.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power of the mind. And that's why you were able to do so many asanas, yoga,
I
everything
do
with a
one
broken
hand.
arm.
She was doing
Every
Grandmaster's
day go
yoga as
there.
well.
Yeah. But
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Just normal
but then there
yoga.
comes
Yeah,
another
that's
question,
true.
though.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that if she only found out about the broken arm afterwards, and she was doing yoga all before, was the broken arm there before? Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, or did yoga break it?
No. It's just sometimes, like, if you don't see it, it doesn't hurt.
Right.
Right.
Did you manifest? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Then it created.
Right.
Or was it always there?
Right.
All right. Okay.
That's another question, no?
Okay, but is that a question? Did like how people say like oh we manifest everything, right?
Yeah.
So how do you explain? Because people will actually question things like that. How do people manifest things like this? How do people manifest things in their life that they
She
don't want?
easily manifested it.
Yeah,
She's
but-
seen a wooden board and she went over and put her arm through it.
No, but like no.
That's the action she
That's
took.
That's
anyway.
the actions that she took, but a lot of people don't like. A lot of people like to celebrate whenever they manifest good things, right? There's a big smile on their face. They're like, "I manifested this," but then whenever the shit comes up in their life, it's like,
I manifested this.
yeah. They don't celebrate that one,
Yeah.
right? They don't like celebrate that. So how do people manifest those things in their life, the things that they don't want, even if they
subconscious.
don't know? Subconscious.
We talk about this too much.
No. But let Heidi get the message.
So subconsciously, somewhere you manifested this arm.
So Heidi, what happened?
Maybe. Well, you never know because it's subconscious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe one day she was scrolling Facebook and she seen somebody in the hospital with a arm bandaged up, and she said, "Oh, that's cute."
So are we manifesting this right now by talking about it?
Yeah.
just-
So we
I-
better
I-
shut
Well,
up.
if you don't add emotions
I
to
feel
it,
your
should-
emotions are
should be
highest
fine.
now, so I feel
Yeah.
you're gonna be
Don't
most
put that
likely.
out there. Let that go. Speaking of manifestation, Heidi, I seen a recent Facebook post. I actually got it up before we came on here, right? And I don't know the full story, but Heidi recently had a huge manifestation. You were supposed to go to America, and then you didn't end up going to America. And then the last sentence says,
That's not called manifestation. That's called missing a flight. No.
so the last sentence says, I want to thank the universe and the law of attraction. As long as you believe it, I can't hide the excitement, and I hope I can reveal it very soon. The reason why I'm sharing this is with you is that I want you to know that you can manifest your dreams too. You never told me the full story, so do you care to share yet?
You wanna expect to let me to share it now?
Yeah, I want to know. Like, I've been dying to ask you. Because you said
This
I
dream guy came in.
because
Prince
no
Charming.
because Heidi says I missed my this is the thing that confused me. I missed my flight to New York. Everything happens for a reason, but it's a photo of her in an airplane.
No, that's not the airplane.
Train.
That's in the train. In
Train.
a train.
Oh well, see, it got me. Look, it looks like an airplane,
my
right?
God,
I was
no.
like, is she tricking us? So what happened?
No. No, you're not
Oh.
asking me
Only
now.
exposed on the show. Let's hear it.
Oh, so you haven't told anybody yet?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
Aw.
go for it.
Go for
Now
it.
you've hooked us.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Go
No,
god.
seriously, you're live now.
This
You
is
can't
quite
even
a private, actually.
yeah, but
That's
sharing
perfect.
manifestation.
Private is perfect.
Yeah, but private's perfect because listen, the manifestation challenge we ran the other day, it was like help somebody else get what you want, right? Share your results, share your success. We want to know. Look, they're all watching. They're like, tell me. They're typing on that keyboard.
No, it's not about that.
So we're not getting it then, no?
It's very early stage.
Right.
So every time you reveal and things just not happen.
Ah,
Oh,
You know?
so speak to
that's
us about
another
this.
teaching.
Speak
Don't
to us about
expose
this.
too early. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least wait until you get married and have kids. You have kids.
At least wait till
everything's
the
safe,
grandchildren come
All
along.
the contracts are signed. All that.
Yeah.
Then you reveal. Huh?
But you are on the right track.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just curious now. I've no more questions.
You
Guess
know
all we
when,
can do is wait.
yeah, you know when we were in San Diego, I revealed twice too early, and things never happened. You know what I'm talking about, right?
so Heidi's keeping it quiet from now.
This time I learned my lesson.
Okay,
yeah.
so what's your
It's like, Heidi, you want to go out on a date? Oh my God, he just asked me on a date. Heidi, we don't want to go on a date anymore. Yeah.
so
Yes, that's what happened.
so with what you've learned from your two mistakes, what can you teach people at home then who are trying to manifest? Don't reveal too early. Is that it?
No, that's
Stay
not the
humble.
lesson.
Stay humble.
Just keep believing it. I guess I didn't know this is happening. Everything happening so fast. I think only by
How
months.
fast, Heidi? How fast?
Remember last year I didn't even thought anything about this.
That's right.
No,
Heidi-
no.
Heidi-
I said no. Next year I'm going to America and let's start everything new. But yeah.
But Heidi actually, I think it was about a year ago or whatever, or after Master came back from Himalayas, because you joined us similar to me, like you joined for business and to learn how to take your business to the next level. That's how you found Master, right? Like
Yeah.
through Superpower Live.
Yeah.
So a lot of Masters following right now, and a lot of people are following you from your YouTube channel. But 2-3 years ago, you were teaching business, running business events. So I remember Heidi telling me that this whole like law of attraction was very new to her, but she was like, I want to try it. so when Master came back from the Himalayas, like we were doing that meditation, you know, like go into the tunnel and stuff, and Heidi would come over to me after and she'd go, did you see the light? she was like, oh wow, this stuff I think really works. Yeah, so how has it been? You're relatively new to law of attraction.
Yeah,
like
very
what,
new. Yeah.
1 year?
Yeah, since I joined you guys.
Yeah. And how has it been for you? You're getting it more and more now, right?
Yeah, especially this year I found.
Yeah. What,
Yeah, last
2020?
week I think something. This week it happened.
I see.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us some? It really feels as if you've got some stuff to reveal, Heidi.
There's one thing I can tell is, I already planned this year really, last year when we were in LA, you talk about you want to move to LA or something. I was thinking, the part of team, some people want to stay, some people want to go to LA. I said, I'll try my best to be that part of the team. Then I already said, whatever happened, I really want to go to USA this year.
Yeah.
And I even
Heidi, don't break the funny clock. Come on.
don't break the knees. I even booked my flight to to New York. Just want to prove the point that I'm so determined, sincere, and really want to go there.
Right.
But yeah, something just came out of my family things.
Yep.
So I thought, maybe now is not right time. That's why, and only just a few days later, Master sent me that text. Asked me if I'm interested to go to America. I said, that's even better. Even better. I don't need to organize things myself.
You got better than your manifestation. Wow.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Wow.
And then another thing, okay, I told a little bit.
Now she wants to say. Now she wants to say.
Heidi, can I just say that people are loving you right now? They're like, keep going, Heidi.
No. Another thing, just because I suddenly decided, maybe New York is not my thing this year. It's not right time.
Was that after you got Master's message?
No, that's before.
Oh, really?
Before. Then I said, Then what happened in my another manifestation? I thought, next year I'm going to go to U.S., have a new life. Everything's new. Probably have a new relationship or something like
In
that.
America, yeah.
Yeah. Then the New York didn't happen. I thought, maybe that is a sign. I shouldn't waiting for U.S. Maybe here is also okay. Before I never considered it at all. That's okay. Let's give a try. And something just happened.
Wow.
Going really well and everything so good. And that's that day. Yeah, I just met someone, come back and feel it's really, really, really well. And this guy actually is also want to go to USA.
Oh, wow.
Also want to live there permanently. Wow.
Wow.
So is he part of CC Plus?
Only
He
one
practice
thing.
yoga?
No, that's only one thing you're not correct yet. But last year you did tell me, you said, maybe next year you're going to find someone. I thought I'm going to find someone in the U.S.
But the universe delivered better than giving you someone to bring with you.
I don't say maybe you will find someone from our event.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So So he doesn't really qualify if he's not CC. Minimum requirement should be CC plus.
At least.
If
At
you want,
least,
if you want
You,
masters,
you need to have standards.
if you want masters approval, he has to have the CC plus box.
At least be wearing infinity band, and we can give the blessing.
There we go. There we go. Well, Heidi, that's great to
funny.
hear. I'm really excited for you, and I know there's some big plans coming up in America with some other partners as well. And Heidi always, every time we went to US tour or we went to SPL California, Heidi was like, "Yeah, I could get used to living here. I think it'd be nice over here,
Yeah.
right?" But
Yeah.
very interesting story, and I love hearing the growth that people go through. But what do you think? What do you think is the biggest? How do you explain this world to someone who's a complete newbie, like where Heidi was 2-3 years ago? If somebody came in right now and they just asked you, "So what is this thing?" in the most simplest terms, how do you convey this message to help people try to understand? Because there's a lot of people watching at home who believe in this stuff and they totally resonate and they can see how things line up. But from all of you, I would like to hear everyone's perspective. How do you explain that to the
Like somebody who
newest person?
just doesn't understand law of attraction at all.
Yeah, and without sounding like crazy woo-woo, like, you know, that's how would you put it in the most logical way for the newest person?
I would just say it's simple. Everything is from the divine. You just vibrate at a higher frequency. You tap into the source, then you speak to God, and then you ask for whatever, and then they just deliver because it's all a simulation and a system like that.
I think they would run a mile away if they heard that. No, really? Like, how would you explain it?
So when you go to the divine place, no, I'm joking. How would I explain it?
Because
Yeah.
honestly, it's a challenge that people inside our community, they were like, I would love for my family and my friends to be a part of this and to be able to see things this way, and to be able to know that
Well, the
everything
reality.
happens for a
Well, the
reason.
reality is we don't. Yeah, but if you had to, how would you explain it?
Yeah.
Is the question? Huh?
Yeah. No, well, for the curious people who are asking people at
But
home.
we just don't. Do you go home explaining to your family about law of attraction?
No.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's the answer, really.
Yeah. But the people who ask the questions.
Do you know how I find it? I find it like this. The newbies will preach. They will preach their life away. They just found law of attraction, the secret. Oh my God, this is so true. Then they try to tell everybody.
Did
So
you ever
newbies-
preach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, preacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when things come backfiring and everyone thinks you're part of some crazy cult and
Right.
you've gone crazy and there's something wrong with you or you're taking drugs, that's when you're like, okay, no more.
Yeah.
Let's forget it.
What about you?
I really started really believe it. Yeah, because when I just joined this circle, this community, I think 1 year ago, my first event is at this same place in that office,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
that was called BSM.
Yeah.
I remember that time you asked every single one come on stage to share what they want to get out from this event. And that time, that's something just suddenly came up. I never thought about that before. I was just, I want to one day, when I get a chance, I can go back to China to share and to inspire people, blah, blah, blah. I can inspire people. I'm on stage. Boom! 6 months later,
6 months later, you're standing
Yeah.
on Taiwan
in
stage.
in Taiwan.
stage, yeah.
that stage. Then I said, oh, damn it. I shouldn't say only in China. I should say international.
Should have
That's why
restricted
this
myself.
Santiago
specific
didn't
with your
happen because I
manifestation.
didn't say too big. Then I said, I have to change, change my language. And then.
But I think that's a very good point to how people can understand the law of attraction.
Yeah.
When Steve Jobs says you can only connect the dots looking backwards. In the same sense, back then you wouldn't at BSM you weren't thinking I'm going to manifest this. That's why I am going to say the affirmation. I'm going to script it. No. It would just happen.
Yeah.
And then now you understand law of attraction. Now you can connect the dots back in your life. Oh my God, I manifested this. I manifested that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we made a video, the Yogi and Lamborghini video, and I was talking about how I manifested the Lamborghini. And in the same sense, when I was very, very young, I was watching this movie. It had Maggie Q in it driving an orange Lamborghini. And I said to Dad, I really want that orange Lamborghini. But it didn't even click. It just seems like I just chose orange and Lamborghini recently, And I think that when people don't believe in the law of attraction, all you need to do is just think of some things that are happening in your life right now, and try to think of something or some place in time in your past where you've said something like that before. And then when you link it, you're like, wait there a second.
Yeah.
Did that really connect?
Yeah. But what do you think determines speed of manifestation then? Because obviously Heidi was saying like 6 months later she was standing on stage. You said that you only recently wanted a Lamborghini and then it showed up. Like the recent car that I got, I just realized from my recent trip back to Ireland, I remember I put a car on my very first vision
Sorry,
board.
wait there. My food is here. This is more important right now.
Oh wow,
Okay,
you're eating on
you
set.
continue. Thank you.
Oh, that. no, but oh my god.
Wow, look at this.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
Hey Angela.
Oh, wow.
Hey yo.
Anyway, back to your car. You
Okay.
focus on your car.
Okay, but
yeah.
will you listen to my question?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
got no question.
I do. Right. Okay. So what determines the speed of manifestation? Because oh, sorry. I'm focusing on. Wow. So what determines the speed of manifestation? Because some people's manifestations show up a lot faster. And then you have got, for example, my manifestation didn't show up until 3 years later. So what's that all about? Master has just left the set now completely.
I think.
Right, yeah. Let's hear Kaina.
Wait, what's your question?
I think-
Once more.
Right, okay.
It came and it
speed
left.
of manifestation.
Yes.
Determine the speed
Emotions.
of manifestation, how fast it shows up. Heidi said, and then 6 months later, she was speaking on stage. I had a vision board 3 years ago of a white Lexus, white car, and then it shows up 3 years later. So what
I think
determines
emotions-
speed of manifestation?
Your emotions towards it, and whatever, however you are every day. Like I think if your emotions towards it is feeling it and like seeing it already there being yours, etc., then that's already an accelerator of it. But if you do that for like 30 minutes or you feel that like maybe for 2 hours in a day, but then the rest of the day you're not on the same vibration as that, like more negative or more stressed or worried, then I think it can slow it down. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
I think it's down to for you in particular.
No.
Why?
Oh,
don't
for
want
me
to
in
attack-
particular.
Don't attack me.
I was like, here we go.
no,
I was
don't
like,
say
I was like, I'm getting through a show without getting slagged here today. Let's
No,
go.
for you in particular,
Right.
I think it's down to drive and determination.
Right.
So, not saying that you're not driven, you're way above average. But then, so in 3 years, manifesting it is very
It's still a
good, you know?
manifestation,
Yeah,
right.
it's very good, and it's success is result. But it's drive and determination. I'm not saying that just for you. I'm saying that for myself also. In the same sense that I had certain things I wanted to manifest, but the drive wasn't actually that strong.
Yeah.
So some things in my life, when I see it, it took 6 years to manifest. It took 7 years to manifest. But I was okay with it because,
Yeah.
And same
Yeah.
with you. You're okay with it because it was
Yeah.
part of the journey.
Yeah.
To speed it up is to say when energy comes in that vortex, we need to dive in full force. There's no stopping, no distractions, no nothing. And that is how we speed it up,
Yeah.
Speed of implementation, we always teach us.
So Heidi, what's?
I'm just going to enjoy my food.
Yeah, that's
You guys-
fine. We're
you
nearly
guys
wrapping
enjoy
up.
your
'Cause
chat.
no, I'm getting hungry as well, so we're soon going to wrap up here. So Heidi, to conclude with your manifestation story, what do you think it's been down to for yourself that's allowed you to see the results? Obviously, you said you've started to believe in it, but have you started practicing anything?
I'm not sure if I have been practicing. Yesterday, I talked to another girl, Brie.
Yes.
Let me Brie. Is
Yeah,
it
Brie,
her
yeah.
name? Okay, and she said she played card for me, and she said what's this called? Almost a line.
Chakras.
Chakra,
Yeah.
almost a line. I said, really? I thought I have a long way to go because I thought my yoga is the worst one. I said, oh my God, you nearly. Maybe that's the reason probably this year was so fast.
Yeah. But I think for you, especially with being in the team and stuff and all that, I think you've
Yeah.
started to see so many different things happen that you're not forced, but you've just become very open-minded to everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
beautiful. Well, I think we're going to wrap up there, not because we're out of time, just because I'm hungry and I can't stop staring at this food right now. Master's over there loving life, licking his lips. But, creators, we are out of time for today. Firstly, I want to thank Heidi, for coming back to Lincoln. We thought we had lost you. And good luck with everything, all your
Pleasure.
manifestations, headed off to America and stuff like that there. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Get
Thank
him to
you
join
for
CC
having
Plus.
me.
Get on the show. I'll send you the link after the show. Kaina, Miss Kaina official, the official Miss Kaina on set. Thank you so much for joining us.
welcome.
And of course, Master Shri Akarshana, blessings having you on here yet again.
Namaste
Thank you
to
so
all.
much. Remember, if you haven't done so already, remember to hit the thumbs up on this button, comment below, let us know if you got some entertainment, learnings, teachings. If you have any questions that you would like to be answered on our next show, please do let us know in the comment section below. And remember, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications button on with it as well, because we're releasing weekly shows to hold you accountable, to share some knowledge and inspiration. And remember, if you haven't signed up for CC Plus as well, there's also a link in the description below. You can sign up, you can become a part of the tribe, join us every week to practice physical, and then we transition into a lot of teaching elements as well, where you can hang out with all global creators around the world. But for now, creators, blessings, namaste, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.